In past forums, candidates have cited implicit bias training as a way to reduce systemic racism in city institutions. While training is valuable for addressing interpersonal racism, it does little to address institutional racism that arises from formal and informal policies, procedures, and practices. Please name two specific policies, procedures, or practices that you would champion to address institutional racism. And given the documented history of plans that fail to translate into action, please outline the accountability framework that would support your two policies.
Okay, so I actually wanted to reference Mr. Williams' comment. These ideas are aspirational until the town puts them into law. So there's two specific policies to address institutional racism. The first one is equity of city departments and schools. I would support a comprehensive equity audit across city departments and the Melrose Public Schools. This audit would assess hiring practices, resource allocation, disciplinary actions, and access to services, identify disparities based on race, ethnicity, and socioeconomic status. This goal is to uncover systemic barriers and recommended corrective action. The other item is inclusive hiring and promotion standards. I would support the adoption of inclusive hiring and promote policies that require diverse candidate pools, standardized evaluation criteria, and anti-bias training for all hiring managers. This ensures that the city employment reflects the diversity of our community and that advancement opportunities are equitable. So the accountability framework to ensure action. So you got support public reporting and benchmarking to include all audits, finding and hiring metrics that would be published annually with clear benchmarks for improvements. This transparency allows residents to track progress and hold leadership accountable. The other item is support oversight committee with community representation. I would support an independent oversight committee, including residents, educators, and civil rights advocates to monitor implementation, review data, and recommend adjustments. This body would report directly to the city council and the public. Monthly public forums. I would personally host open office hours, such as my proposed monthly session, to hear directly from residents and those historically underrepresented in the city in decision making. This forum would be a sphere for feedback, update, and community-driven solutions. The bottom line is Melrose must move beyond symbolic gestures and commit to measurable, enforceable change. I will ensure that equity is not just a value, but a practice embedded in how we govern, hire, educate, and serve. Thank you.
Thank you. Spotlight now for Brad Freeman. And once you're in, I'll say you're in the spotlight. You're in the spotlight. Oh, so yeah, can we, David, can we see if there's a mute? I'm pausing the timer. This is not counting against your time.
Appreciate it, Corey.
Okay, there
Good
you
evening. Thank you to the Melrose Racial Justice Community Coalition, fighting for Black lives in our neighborhood, Melrose, and Friends of Melrose Metco for convening tonight's forum. I'm honored to be part of this important discussion alongside so many other candidates for Melrose Public Office. My name is Brad Freeman, and I'm running to represent Ward 4 on the Melrose City Council. My wife and I moved to Melrose 15 years ago, and we're grateful to be raising our two children in such a wonderful community. I appreciate your question about policy, especially at a time when sweeping and dangerous changes at the federal level are targeting people of color, immigrants, women, and members of the gay and transgender community. In my professional role, I work with colleges and universities across Massachusetts to advocate for policy changes that improve access, affordability, and student success. Many of these institutions are facing the same challenges, trying to uphold their commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion amid shifting federal priorities. I share this for two reasons. First, I bring a policy lens shaped by real experience navigating gains and setbacks since the summer of 2020. And second, because it's critical to recognize that federal policy decisions directly affect individual rights right here in Melrose. Cities like ours are increasingly caught between conflicting state and federal laws. That's why it's essential we have local leaders with strong values and a clear commitment to protecting our most vulnerable residents. I'm proud to live in Massachusetts, where our governor is fighting to safeguard the rights of every individual in the Commonwealth, and proud to live in Melrose, where our mayor shares that commitment. As we navigate these complex times, the mayor and city council must ensure our local policies align with state law and clearly communicate what protections exist and what risk remains to our employees, students, families, and residents. If elected, I would support a comprehensive review of city policies and procedures to confirm compliance with federal law while maximizing protections under Massachusetts law. We must also keep residents informed of any changes and the potential impacts and solutions that ensure their safety. Second, I would support an open conversation on the City Council regarding the potential termination of federal grants awarded to states, cities, and towns and organizations for noncompliance with federal guidance. I have experience navigating these difficult conversations as colleges and universities continue to lose NIH research funding while maintaining their commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion principles. It is important that these conversations occur with full transparency and opportunities for public participation. Finally, I commit to being present, listening, and learning from your organizations and members, and bringing those perspectives with me to every council discussion. Thank you.